Hey, Dan Passarelli here. One of the things that I've been thinking about quite a bit lately is the volatility level. The VIX is above 30, and it has been for quite some time now. If I look at a 1-year chart here on the VIX, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trading sessions. It's been above 30. That's about 3 weeks. Now that's kind of a long time. In the past year, we've only been above 30 2 other days, and now we've been above it 13 days. If I go back to 3 years, looking at weekly candles, well, then we're back in like the tail end of pandemic time, kind of. And we did see that back then, but, that was pandemic. Not saying that what we're going through in the economy and such right now isn't just as major, because in a lot of ways it is. But it makes me think, how long will the VIX be above this level? And at first, I thought it probably wouldn't be above it that long, but now I'm kind of starting to think that it will be. And I've got some reasons for thinking that. So, first of all, the news does tend to change on a daily basis, in case you haven't noticed, with tariffs on, tariffs off, this country, yes, this country, no, this industry, yes, this industry, no. And I want to believe that that is likely to subside at some point. Hopefully soon. I think it's probably pretty clear to the administration that it's not doing them a whole bunch of favors to have that be the situation. But I don't know. I can't predict human behavior in that regard. But all that being said, there's sort of a bigger thing at play. And that is that technical analysis doesn't matter at all. It's only the fundamentals. And the fundamentals are really difficult to figure out, because each company is going to be affected differently. Each American company and each non-American company. Any company that makes whatever this product is, well, they might have competition in the Netherlands and the UK and France, but a different company that makes this other product, probably in a different industry, well, they might have competition from Vietnam and China. And so the tariff rates may be different in those countries and after the dust settles. And in order to, even if, once we do figure out what competitor countries are affecting the American company, we then have to think about what's called the elasticity of demand, which means if right now I sell this product at $100, and after tariffs, say they're 20% in this situation, well, now they're $120. There's some products where demand is not very elastic, and some where it is pretty elastic. There's some times when you raise the price from $100 to $120, and kind of doesn't matter. People still pay the same. They don't want to, but they're going to. But then there's some other products where you raise price from 100 to 120, and nobody's going to pay 120. That elasticity of demand is really the fly in the ointment as far as being able to hammer down predictions as to how any one individual stock is going to be affected by these tariffs. And I don't really believe that even the financial analysts are going to be able to do a really good job at that. I don't even know if the people who work at the company, the CEO and the CFO and the COO, if they're going to be able to do a good job forecasting the elasticity of demand when it comes to the change in prices that will come into play once the dust settles with the tariffs. So for that reason, I'm now really starting to think that not just through this earnings season, and maybe not even through just next earnings season, but through the earnings season after that is when the dust will really settle and we'll get an idea as to how each company ends up affected by tariffs that ultimately go into effect. It's interesting to think about, but I'm starting to not see really any other way that this could play out rather than, because next quarter's earnings, the tariffs really won't be in effect then. It'll be 2 quarters from now. So for better, for worse, and for option traders, it's probably for better overall. I think we're going to see a pretty high VIX all the way until the 3rd quarter of this year. So that's my thought of the day. Hope it helps. This is Dan Pastorelli. Trade smart.